We are here in Milwaukee with Matthew Dellavedova from the Milwaukee Bucks. Here on Part of My Take. First of all, thank you for joining us. I think you're a little weirded out by PFT because he's blushing, but that's okay. He's a big fan. Like I said, he's your number one American fan. That's a fact.
Okay.
Non-female.
Non-female.
Because your fiance.
Yeah, my fiance might have something to say.
We'll get to that later, that you stole our women, because I thought you had an Australian fiance, so that's a little...
It's a dirty move.
It's a messed up move, but we'll move on from that. I want to start with a semi-real question here. Cavs to the Bucks, you're going to have an expanded role. Are you looking forward to that? How many minutes are you expecting to play? And can you keep that intensity like in more of an expanded role?
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to having a bit more of an expanded role. I've gone from being a somewhat younger guy on an older team to an older guy on a young team. So I'm looking forward to taking on a bit more of a leadership role and just trying to help these guys out wherever I can.
Is there any culture shock going from Cleveland to a city like Milwaukee?
I mean, they're pretty similar, like smaller cities, easy to get around, no traffic, which I like.
Power rank them.
Power rank them?
Yeah, 1, 2.
They're like equal. Equal right now.
1A, 1B.
Yeah, the lake is really nice here though, so I'm enjoying that.
Oh, there you go. Okay, sounds like 1A Milwaukee.
Yeah, 1B. There's a lake in Cleveland too, but it's
that's
not
right,
nice.
but it catches on fire. So until this one catches on fire, Milwaukee's 1A.
All right.
Okay, got it. So speaking of your time in Cleveland, how long did it take after you guys won the championship for JR to put a shirt on?
Well, I think it took a bit into the summer, and only when he had to go play some golf, I think. So that was a bit of fun for a while, and I think somebody had it on top of one of the buildings during the parade. So
did they really?
A extra large. You saw that one?
Yeah. How long did the party last for?
I mean, after the parade, a couple more things, but then I had to get back and get ready for the national team. So
we saw the beer pong. Are you good at beer pong?
I can hold my own.
Okay.
out of season, of course.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
Who was the worst on the team at beer pong?
Channing and RJ were pretty good, so hard to split them.
Okay.
I think they've had a bit of experience.
Okay. Sticking on the Cavs for one more question. We actually, you and I, are Eskimo teammates. So I was a teammate of Dante Jones.
Okay.
You were a teammate of Dante Jones.
Great teammate.
Yeah. What's your favorite Dante Jones memory? I'll go first. The time that he just didn't talk to me.
He didn't talk to you?
Yeah, he just pretended I didn't exist. What's your favorite teammate moment from Dante Jones?
Just seeing how fired up he was when he got that stop. He got the offensive rebound put back in the finals game, and he came in, put his work in every day, and stayed ready. And with a veteran guy like that, he produced when it counted.
Bit of a shit talker though in practice, right?
He's competitive.
Yeah,
he's competitive.
Big Cat, you got into a fight alongside of him, right?
Yeah, I'm actually his enforcer, so I guess that's my favorite moment. But he didn't even like, he was basically, I was enforcing the fight, and by the time I turned around, I think he's already out of the shower and on the street.
You cleaned it up for him.
Yeah, right.
I don't think he'd need much help. He's pretty strong.
So it's not Eskimo brothers, it's Irish brothers if you get into a fight alongside the same guy.
Right, exactly.
Bit of a technicality. We'll clean that up in post. We'll edit that out.
Okay.
I want to talk to you about your shoes coming out, the Deli ones.
Yeah.
When are those dropping? When can I get a pair?
When can you get a pair? I'd say around December, January. Still finalizing one or two things, and then should be good to go. It takes like a month or two after that to go into production. So.
How involved in the design are you? And did you get any tips from Steph Curry about like what not to do with your shoes?
Nah. I've been really involved all the way through, and it's been more involved of a process than I thought, but. Peak have been great with my feedback, and it's something you've got to be very particular about because that's your most important thing you're looking after is your feet. So,
hey, you're preaching the choir here.
So I'm excited for them to come out.
Do you guys make them in walking boots?
Not right now, but I think by the time you heal up, it should be good to go.
Okay, all right. Or I can just paint them like green and gold. That'd be fun too.
St. Mary's basketball. You obviously played for them. Does anyone on the team or in the facility or around the campus realize that is like the degenerate gamblers basketball league? Because I've watched a lot of St. Mary's, but it's all been because like at 11 p.m. at night, I need a bailout, and I'm like, shit, I gotta bet this game. that get talked about.
I've actually heard a few people like in airports and different things say, I won money on you like 5 years
Nice.
ago. It's pretty funny.
Do you still have any connection with the program?
Yeah, I go back there every summer. I know the coaches.
Okay.
I know the boys. There's a lot of Aussies still there.
Nice.
And, I think they're preseason ranked 16 or
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
So
Any guys that you'd think maybe would be down to do some point shaving off the record?
no.
All right.
All right.
Absolutely not.
All right,
Don't
I had
worry
to
about the
ask.
cameras.
I'm not a journalist if I don't ask.
That's right. That's
You're
a good
right.
question.
Right.
It's a good job on your part. Coming from Australia, what was it like being recruited?
It was an interesting thing that we don't really get in Australia with
Right.
people.
Unless you want to be a punter in the SEC.
Yeah,
You know,
why didn't you become a punter? I heard that like that's the thing now. in
It's the
Australia.
thing now. Back when I was playing college, it was be a basketball. Now it's to punt.
Okay.
But it was a good experience. Something that we're not used to as Australians to, get talked up or gassed up a little bit, as you guys would say.
Yep.
But I had a few schools that were interested. Took a visit to Pacific and St. Mary's, and had a lot of connections to St. Mary's, and that just felt like home.
Nice.
Yeah.
So speaking of growing up and wanting to play basketball, who were your kind of idols? Who'd you have like a poster of growing up in your bedroom?
Andrew Gay, Shane Hill, Steve Nash. Those were probably the
No
big
Luke
three for
Longley,
me.
huh?
He was a little
Bit of
bit
a disrespect
before.
to Luke Longley on your part there.
Remember your
back
roots.
overseas.
Remember your roots.
You've been Americanized.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm good friend. Andrew Gaze and Shane Hill are Australians. So
Yeah,
there you go.
Steve Nash.
It's
is
Canadian, so-
We'll bleep out
You've been-
we'll bleep out the G word, by the way. We don't say that on this show.
G.
Yeah, Andrew Gay. Did you say?
Andrew Gaze.
Days.
Legend.
Yeah, you're not getting it.
It's too loud.
It's okay. So when you played for Team Australia at the Olympics this summer, you guys were up on Team USA at halftime. Did Kevin Durant ever try to come into the locker room to switch teams?
Nah, he didn't. But it was a tough finish for us in the Olympics. But that was a great group of guys, and hopefully we can get together and go one better or a few better in Tokyo 2020.
I've always wondered that because the Australian team, you guys came out looking great in the Olympics. There was some good team basketball. What's the biggest difference between playing international and in the NBA?
I think for us, the style of play, a lot of ball movement, and we're going towards what the NBA is going more towards, which is layups and threes, which a few teams are incorporating. But we just move the ball a lot and try to use more of the shot clock unless we have something easy early.
Sticking on the Olympics, I've always wondered this. What's the mentality of a team going up against a team like Team USA? Do you never want to say like we don't have a shot, but is there like this is gonna be really fucking hard?
I mean, any game in the Olympics is going to be hard, but
Fucking hard. You can say
Yeah.
fuck.
I can say that on
Yeah,
here.
you can say it on this show.
But I think we went in believing we could beat them, and I think we showed that we had the opportunities to. And we're a team that had played together for a lot of years, and I think that counts for something. Whereas the USA team, there's guys coming in and out every year, and
Right.
in a team sport like basketball, that's important.
What about Ben Simmons? Are we taking away his Australian citizenship for not playing?
No, I mean he had an important summer to get
Yeah, he
get
got to
right.
break his foot. Yeah.
It's a tough break for him, but he'll become part of the program and will be a huge help because we don't have a dynamic
Right.
player like him.
Yeah.
Do you guys all kind of keep in touch, during the year and stuff?
Yeah, we've got a group message going, and
Oh,
then
nice.
What's it named?
Yeah.
just booms. I think.
What's the last
Boomers?
text
Boomer chat?
message was sent on it?
in there? Usually some funny stuff in there, but we catch up before the games for dinner and during the year. So
Nice.
now that there's 8 or 9 of us, it breaks up the year pretty well.
Right. So I'm not sure if you're aware, but the NBA is going to introduce a new metric to keep track of hustle and grit. Do you see yourself
Are they?
being like number 1 or number 2 in that this year?
I hope I can lead it then, I guess.
Yeah,
If they're doing that, is that true? Or are you making it
No,
up?
I'm dead serious. They're doing things like assists for rebounds. Like if you
Like a
box out
box out?
somebody properly.
Well,
Yeah.
that's something we measured at St. Mary's, and I was always up there on the box
Yeah,
out.
you
So
were.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
you
you were.
might be putting up some like quadruple doubles this year for like boxing
if they're
out.
counting box outs,
Yeah.
yeah.
What about speaking of grit, when you guard a guy basket to basket, do they like mumble under their breath like this fucking guy, like just take it easy, don't guard me the whole court? It's gotta bother him, right? And you know it does.
Sometimes,
Yeah.
and I think you got to pick and choose your spots where you do that. And I think after timeouts, things like that, when they've got a play set up, that's the perfect time to try to disrupt their
I love
offense.
it. That's like my favorite move because I know Like, I play a little pickup hoops, not to brag, but whenever
that's
the
your
guy,
role?
yeah, the guy, no, but the guy who my role is to set moving picks,
Okay.
and try to rebound. But whenever that guy comes to pick up hoops, everyone's like, God damn it! But it like affects you mentally, and it's like a savvy move because now you're always thinking, now you're always watching. Like you never know when someone's gonna pickpocket you under the hoop and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got it.
I love it.
Yeah. So friend of the program, Danny Woodhead. We interviewed him Tuesday of this week. He wanted me to put in the word for him. He would like a pair of the Deli ones when they come out.
All right.
Yeah, I've got a great nickname for the shoes if you want to hear it.
What is
It's
it?
my trademark, but you can use it. They're Crikey Airs.
Oh, yeah.
You like it?
It's interesting.
Yeah. Okay. He loves it. He loves
I
it.
think that was a yes.
Yeah.
A cracky might already be copyrighted in
Oh.
Australia.
You probably don't get tired of the Australian reference.
They have copyright laws in Australia?
I think so.
Okay. I thought it was like, how China just steals all of our stuff? I thought that was kind of like that.
Yeah, the TPP, the Trans-Pacific Partnership, that's going to eliminate copyright, so you're in the clear.
Okay. I haven't been keeping up that intense.
I haven't
on
either. I don't know what he
politics,
just said.
So, okay.
I'm going to put my co-host on the spot. He has the best Australian accent of all time. Can you judge it? Can you guys do like a talk back and forth in Australian accent? And
I'll be honest though. So
Yeah,
if it's
yeah.
not good,
be honest.
Okay.
But
Are we-
but
I'll
you
be
guys are meeting
constructive.
each other. Yeah.
Are we just chopping it up?
Yeah, just chop it up. Yeah.
Good day, Matthew. My name's PFT Commenter. Pleasure to meet you all on this side of the handshake.
Nice to meet you.
Cheers.
How you going?
Going well, as always.
What are you doing this Sabo?
I might be taking the piss, might be going down drinking a couple of pints every now and again. Same as usual.
Yeah.
And you, my friend.
Oh, that's a bit more British, I'd say.
Okay. Scale of 1 to 10.
You floated in and out, so I'll give you like a 6.
That's fine.
You got potential.
Hey, room for improvement.
Yeah.
I like that.
Okay,
Lot of room for
now
improvement.
rank my Scarface. Who's the bad guy? Say hello to the bad guy.
I don't know about that one.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Well, room for improvement.
That was
Yeah.
like a 3,
Yeah,
4.
yeah.
I think you got the win there.
There you go.
How often do you say good on ya?
I don't say good on ya.
Okay, how do you say it, and how often do you say it?
Good on ya. You can use that sarcastically, so.
Oh, I didn't know that was sarcastic.
Well, yeah, whenever I say it to you, I'm being sarcastic.
Oh
and you
yeah,
didn't know.
hey, that accent of yours, good on you.
Yeah, hey, that was another good joke.
Yeah.
Good on you.
Yeah, okay, all right.
You look really slim today. Good on you.
That was, come on.
Getting personal
That
now.
was
Here we go.
personal. Yeah. You're on Twitter, right?
Yeah.
Do you still follow LeBron?
Yeah.
Do you ever take it personal when he subtweets you?
I'm not on there that much, so I don't know if he's subtweeted me.
Okay. Do you ever subtweet maybe Kevin Love? Ever talk about in the
Me?
locker room? No. LeBron. When LeBron subtweets Kevin Love, are you guys ever like, yo, come on, LeBron, like Kevin's got
I'm not on
feelings?
Twitter that much.
Okay,
so.
all right.
Probably smart.
That was a good way to
Yeah.
dodge that question.
Okay. Okay.
Do you think that you were the best or the second best Australian point guard on the Cavs? Because people forget Kyrie.
Well, he plays for the USA team, so.
Born in Australia.
Do you
He
guys-
is born in Australia,
do you
so
guys-
he's got the dual passport, I think.
Yeah.
Do you guys in Australia like talk a lot of shit about Kyrie for forgetting his roots and just conveniently playing for Team USA just because he spent the last 20 years of his life here?
Well, I think he was born there for a couple of years, so it's nice for him to be able to go back where his dad played. But growing up in the US, he'd probably consider himself more American, I would think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's a good question. How many pairs of cargo pants do you own?
None, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought that
That's
was
a weird
like
question.
Australian cargo
This
shorts.
is a good question. Good-
Australia?
good
It's
It's
on
a
you.
bit cold here, so.
No, but Australians, like, they wear cargo shorts a lot, right? Like Steve Irwin?
Oh,
R.I.P.
My friend's racist. I'm sorry.
No, I mean, I'm just, maybe that wasn't a good question.
So every time we have an Australian on the program, we like to give him 30 seconds to bash New Zealand. So, floor's yours.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they're pretty friendly until we're playing them in a sporting event,
Yeah.
and then it's pretty physical out
That's
there.
right. And
Oh,
then
that stupid show. What was it? Concords? That show sucked, right?
What is
Flight
it?
of the Concords?
Flight of the Conchords,
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't,
The worst,
I'm
right?
not familiar with
Yeah,
it.
because it was so
Because
bad.
you never
You
even
didn't watch it.
never
yeah.
even
Made it
heard
over
about
here.
Yeah, it was New Zealand. Yeah, barely.
Barely?
Yeah.
What about Sonny Bill Williams? He sucks, right?
Yeah.
I'm Australian football, so
Why aren't you
I'm from
American
the-
football?
Huh?
I'm American football. Why don't you like American football?
I'm a Packers fan now.
Oh,
okay.
I went
All
to
right.
Lambeau the other day.
You like it?
It was awesome.
What's wrong with Aaron Rodgers?
He threw 4 touchdowns in the first half when I was watching. So
Okay, so nothing.
Okay. What about
it's pretty good, isn't it?
What about Game of Thrones? That's taped in Australia, isn't it? Could be probably not that
Pretty
popular
sure
of a
that's
show.
in Europe, but
What's-
I haven't been watching it.
It's actually
New
taped in New
Zealand.
Zealand.
New Zealand.
I love how the Australians don't even. It's like the Cubs not caring about the White Sox.
Yeah, you don't even care
Australia
about
doesn't care about it.
So
Is
what about? Let me do that again. What about that show Game of Thrones taped in New Zealand? It's like no one even likes that show.
I haven't been watching it, so.
See, exactly.
Yeah.
We just did an informal poll, and 0 for 3 here. People who watch Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Who is easier to guard, Steph Curry or Kevin Durant?
Both pretty tough. Durant's a bit taller, so.
You've done a couple interviews before. You're not
few.
falling for my tricks.
You shut down Steph. People forget that.
Nah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Come
no,
on.
there was
A
a
little bit.
period of time where you shut Steph Curry down.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't think anyone can guard anybody one-on-one in the league. It's a team defense thing, which is boring for you guys, but that's the truth. And if your big men aren't doing their job, you look bad. But if they do their job, you look good. So.
Okay.
That's very
That's
diplomatic.
very
But
fair.
For the record, he shut him down.
Yeah. We have 3 final questions we ask everyone. These 3 questions. The first one: do you wash your apples?
Now, a couple of guys told me to say something about either no or that's a
No, we want the honesty, please.
Jimbo or something like that. Is that? I don't
You got
know what that
prepped.
means. So.
You sound like you know
Do you
what
have an
you could.
earpiece in right now?
I got it.
It's like Hillary Clinton
You
situation.
know what? You
being
do
plugged
just
in.
as much prep work as we do. So like we
Hey.
make a good team. Like a couple words here and there, throw them in there, and everyone be like, hey, this guy kind of knows what's going on. That's how we
Got to
do our
prepare.
shit.
So
Yeah.
I didn't do that much research. So I
But
don't
do you
actually
wash your
know.
apples?
My
Apples.
apples that I eat.
Before you eat them,
Yeah.
I like green apples. So
Do you wash them?
Good answer.
yeah.
good
I'll
on you.
avoid
That
it.
was a good answer.
Good on you.
Do you wash
Is
them or
that
no?
sarcastic?
Yeah.
Do you wash them or no?
They told me to say no, 'cause
Okay.
that's
Okay.
more gritty apparently.
Yes,
Yes,
it
it
is.
is
good. All right.
Okay, all right.
Good answer. Yeah.
Yeah, you got good people in there. Second last question: who's the most famous person on your cell phone?
Now, since he said that was me, I'll say Spencer Hawes.
Okay.
Okay.
What about LeBron? You don't have his number?
I've got his number.
Oh, you want to call him?
I would, but I don't have my phone
Oh,
on
can
me.
we,
so
go, can we go? Can we go get his
That's
phone?
no
Can
problem. We
someone
can
go
just
get
run and
his
get your phone real
I don't
quick.
think you get reception down
Yeah.
here.
Oh,
so.
No,
okay.
it's fine. We actually have a router. We can.
You
hook
do?
up.
Yeah.
We'll just call him. We'll call him in a
Yeah, we'll
second.
call him. Yeah.
Last question. You versus LeBron. This is a question that we ask. You don't have to answer it,
Okay.
but we're going to ask it anyways. You versus LeBron one-on-one. Who wins?
Well, in first practice at training camp, he gets the ball in transition, and I'm the only guy back, and I'm backing up thinking, all right, I got to try to stop him. And he literally just ran straight over the top of me. Stepped on my leg, stepped on my face, and I dunked it. So,
But you called a charge, so it was.
I didn't get that call at practice.
Okay, so your answer is LeBron would win.
I think he'd have a good chance.
Until he
Okay.
fouls out. From the
You didn't let me. You didn't let me finish. You're allowed to hit him in the nuts. Did you beat him then?
No, I think he's indestructible.
Ooh. Yeah. Oh. No one's indestructible. Are you saying
I think LeBron is indestructible.
what? How would that happen?
Little,
Huh?
little
Maybe he's
extra
got a little
help?
extra
Nah,
help.
nah,
little-
nah, nah, nah.
Is that what you're trying to?
You're trying to
Okay.
put words in my mouth
Did
now.
you just wink at me?
No.
Okay. All right. Okay.
We got this camera here, so trying to set me up right now.
Oh wait, I had one final question. Have you ever killed a snake?
With a shovel?
Yeah. I mean that's a good question, right? Australia.
With a shovel.
You have?
Yeah.
How many?
Just one.
Okay. What about spiders?
Yeah.
What kind of a
Okay.
snake was it?
Just brown snake,
Venomous.
I think.
Australian brown snake. Those are venomous.
See, this is
I
why
think it's a venomous one.
this
It's
is why
just,
Australia is so much cooler because you can just be like all I can think about is
You
we
haven't
touched
killed
a
a snake?
squirrel
yeah.
one day. We touched a
you
squirrel.
gotta be
a couple-
careful with those things.
Yeah, we
right?
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right.
Oh, yeah.
It's almost more hardcore. to touch
Actually,
a
yeah,
squirrel.
you're right. Yeah, I'll take
Hey,
a
if you want to
squirrel.
tell yourself that, it's all
What
good.
about kangaroo? You ever got in a fight with kangaroo?
Nah, you want to avoid them.
They like train them to box in Australia, right?
Well, they'll get back and kick you.
Yeah,
Okay.
they sit on their tails, right? And then they
Okay.
kick.
And one final question.
The final one?
Final question. How often do you have shrimp on the bobby?
Okay, the
Nah, we'll
interview's
have to
over.
wrap it up.
Interview's
Nah.
over.
That was the Australian part of the interview.